Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab where I spend a lot of time doing what I do for you. I ain't gonna say I'm upset, but I got a little rant I want to get off. My man told me a long time ago, this is my therapy, so y'all take a seat. I want to let off some steam a little bit. How about that? I want to rant a little bit. All right, right thinkers, let's talk about how being a master teacher with no students looking for self-knowledge. So I gotta come here and do what I do for you. I ain't got no problem doing that, so let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You turn and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. A lot of people ain't trying to do that. I'm getting a little annoyed. So yeah, that's what I do. So in other words, my mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You women on through. Yeah, it's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya, be true. Right thinkers, I teach daily. Love it, appreciate it. But I'm a master teacher in my daily life. I can't find a student. So it's a little frustrating. What? Being a master teacher with no students looking for self-knowledge. I stayed in that guy's back pocket when I was a kid. Just observing, just watching, just listening, paying attention. Learned a lot from doing that, so let's talk about it. My title is Sage. My profession, master teacher of a philosophy that will change your life for the better. Change is imminent. Change is it's going to happen. But it should be a better change, a.k.a. prosperous. If your change is for the better, you're prospering. If your change is just for the sake of change, you're really doing nothing. Manifest, that's change. We all, we all are in need of what I call life lessons. I learned mine, I'm just pissing me off with the fly. Rightism is a better, we all are in need of life lessons, aka my rightism. What? To better yourself. I'm giving you stuff that's going to help you prosper to better yourself. That's why. And nobody says to want it. And that's why. I don't control that. As the content creator, I just control the content. After that, it's all up for grabs. So I'm not beat for that. And for those who like my content, I appreciate you. You know that I do, why I do it, and you the reason why. So my calling is teaching. I've been doing this for a long time. From Pop Warner football to the drugs to Masonic or the loading truck. I've been teaching whatever it is I know. I'm going to pass it on to somebody. That's just what I do. I'm comfortable doing that. And my calling is teaching and helping others to what? Know what I know. Thyself, a.k.a. God. I can get you to find out for yourself, God, not because I say so, but for yourself. That's the difference, okay? I ain't selling you a bill of goods trying to gaslight you. Nope, I'm just giving you information from a philosophical point of view that if you manifest it and practice it, you know the truth for yourself. Let's go. Life, again, happens when, like I give you rightism lessons daily, no exceptions. When this is over, it's going to be back tomorrow. Problems that you have today, if you don't address them, don't, try to figure them out, they'll be right there tomorrow. It's called life, okay? Learn them, experience them, and benefit thereby. Don't just keep doing the same mistakes. Say, well, that frustrates me personally, but a lot of that going on. When you're living, you got to keep moving. If not, you're going to get ran over. That's the name of the game we call life. Once you come into this game, you got to become a player. My advice is become the best player you can be for yourself, like me, and you will survive. Trust me, it don't make a difference. As long as you're giving your best, being your best, you can't fail. That's the game of life. When I was young growing up, I hung around, okay, older people, mostly my dad and, grown people, but to what? Learn. I don't have no say-so when grown folks talking. When I was a kid, if you open your mouth while two grown people engage, you don't get slapped in it. So you didn't do that. So I learned to be quiet. So people didn't mind me being around. Why? I wasn't a pain in their ass. I wasn't a nuisance. I want to ask a question. What's that? Who that? What's that? Who that? I wasn't none of them type of kid. I was always just sit back. I'm learning, watching, checking. Okay. That's what I did. I was learning as a kid to be a kid. First of all, when you're around grown folks, shut up. So grown folks didn't mind me being around. I learned that lesson too. And when I was young, I hung out with the older people. Why? Because I was quiet. So they didn't mind me hanging out. At the end, they didn't mind me tagging along. I wasn't a problem. Everybody said the same thing. Come on, man, you good. I just go, hang on out. I did a lot of observing as a kid. I grew up around adults, so I didn't have a whole bunch of that kitty. I don't know that dogs or none of that nonsense. I always around the grown people. I'm observing what they're doing. Okay, I couldn't wait my chance to be grown. Why? I'm observing, see who is who. I'm a people's person, so I check characters and personalities out at that young age. And watch this, it served me well. I'm checking out everybody in the room. I'm watching everybody, all right? And I learned how to, what I call, read people's actions. You can tell by a certain way he dressed, certain way she carried herself, certain way he do. Everybody got difference. And I just observed all that and got to realize, okay. So when I got into the drug game, it served me well. Why? I knew people. I understood people. All right. Again, wrong style, but I learned. And I look back, and when I know now that I was preparing for a life of teaching whatever it is I was learning. And I was learning about life. Again, life lessons. Rightisms, minds, and I would learn what I liked about. If you interested in something, that's I put my engines in, man. Listen, I followed people around. I hung out with people to learn about people. I'm a people's person, okay? And I like the people who I hung out with. If I liked what you did, I'm going to emulate you. I'm gonna be like Mike, be like the guys, emulator. I was doing that already without even knowing it, but I was multi-emulating that guy. I would see him do stuff. I'm like, man, I never could do that. He come and just take over. Just take over. He just took over. He gave sermons in the church. He did funerals. He did all kind of crazy. And they have he must have had the knowledge because he wowed them. And I'm sitting there saying, this guy. But yeah, when you have the gift, okay, to do that, that's what you do. All right. And again, my old man taught me more about how to be me or man than anyone else in my life. Why? I watch him. I see him. He takes stuff from nobody. He ain't back down from nobody. I love that. So I got that. Obviously, my mother said, yeah, you got a few things from your own. Yeah, I learned them. I made that happen. Why? Respect me. Okay, moving on. I seen him do some stuff, but I'm like, yeah, that's a man. Why? He ain't taking crap from nobody. And he gave me more manhood. Just me being a man than anybody else. And that's what father's supposed to do. That's why, for all you young men, understand this, please. I can't even conceive not having my dad around in my life. I wouldn't be the dude I am now. I know that for a fact. So I get not having a father, but that shouldn't be an excuse for you not to be your best self. That's one point. No, okay, I got help, but I would still have probably been my mother be the best I could be. So, but he just gave me the inside stuff. So yeah, served me well on that side. Moving on. Now, in this day and age, okay, right, these young people, everyone already know everything, except what? Themselves. They can tell you about any and everything. Google, whatever. But you ask them about them, yeah, you get tongue-tied. Why? Because you don't know. See, to know everything else and not know you don't really make much sense. That's my point, all right? I have self-knowledge. Before self-knowledge, I had street knowledge. I had that knowledge, okay? Survival knowledge, okay? And I learned how to outthink. So I was a thinker all the time. Me and my man's favorite game was Scrabble. I'm a Jeopardy watcher now. Why? I got knowledge. Still play crossword puzzles, okay? Stuff like that. My mom still do crossword puzzles. My mom and dad would do crossword puzzles, play Scrabble. So we was always thinkers, okay? So that was always something in the household we did. I see a lot of people don't have a clue to what their true purpose in life. Do you? Do you know your purpose for being here? My mom and dad got together and they made me. Okay, now once you come into the world, what's your purpose? We know how you got here. Now you're here. It's on you. What you gonna do? Know thyself. Get self-knowledge. Master oneself. Why? Because when the physical body is over, the spirit wants to go back home. And if the physical body going to die, and if you haven't gotten conscious, you're going to be dead with this body, and your spirit will go on conceptually, moving on. But the goal, for just in case you didn't know, right thing is to know thyself. That's my whole hook, to get you to do just that. Anything else, that's on you. You can't teach these young, ignorant people anything. Why? Because they feel they know everything. Why? Google. Got Siri, whatever, Alexa, all that kind of names, Jeeves and Bixby, all that artificial intelligence. Before you get to the intelligence, what's the first word? Artificial. Artificial, anything ain't good. Did you know that? Anything artificial is not good. What is it? Anything artificial is not good. Again, it's not going to change. I don't care what you thought, how you feel. Anything artificial is not good. Right thing philosophy preaches against anything artificial. Why? Because right thing philosophy is the knowledge that our ancestors lived by for in harmony with each other for thousands of years. That's what it is. That's a long ass time. Okay? We ain't got there yet. We got 2,000. We still scratching, spinning around like a bunch of people in the dark. Why? We don't have a clue who we are as a people. Excuse me. I see a bunch of teachers, enlightened beings. I know there's a bunch of people doing, but it ain't enough of us to compensate for all the ones who don't have a clue. And again, society, 85% of y'all, they say y'all dumb. I'm just trying to change that number for y'all's sake. So I'm just here to help you out. True, moving on. I'm already in the 5%. They got a new game show now. Hell, I'm in the 1%. Okay? So knowledge ain't the big whoop to do. Everybody got it. How you use it, that's the difference. I have right thinking philosophy students who let me know all the time and all over the world. I was so impressed with that. Why? I'm touching people all over the world. That's a good thing. That's my goal. That's my plan, to get the knowledge to somebody who want it and use it. And those who get it and use it, let me know. I love that. That's the best part about this. That's the best part. Not, I got a bunch of views. No. Them comments. I live for the comments. Okay. Hotep, Grasshopper. And y'all give me, okay, all my right thinking students all over the world who give me what? Much respect for what I do. That's why I do it. That's Right there. That says it all right there for me personally. And again, it ain't about the little bit of money. Why? It's all I'm getting, a little bit. It ain't like I'm making a bunch of damn money either. So it ain't like I'm doing it for the money. No, this thing don't pay my bills. This thing don't support me at all. But I'm here every day for you. I know it'll help you. I study daily. I study every day. And I have been studying daily. You ready? How long you been in college? How long you went to school? I got 20 years under my belt on my own. That ain't counting my high school and college education. No, on my own for the last 20 years. You ain't gonna see me without a book in my hand. I got a nice little library I accumulated, and every book in that library I've written. Okay? That's the difference. So I have some time. And guess what? When I was doing all this 20, 30 years ago, before the Aquarius, age of Aquarius, I was in Pisces. Everything was skipped. Everything was secret. Man, I got a bunch of secrets I'm about to unload. I'm going to tell everything. I'm going to tell it all. I'm a spiritual cat wing. I'm going to lift the top off this damn thing. All it is, it ain't hidden knowledge. It ain't forbidden knowledge. It's just our knowledge that they didn't want us to have. All we got to do is go get it. I did. I went to goddamn Egypt, and I'm still in Egypt. Call me Egyptian. Why? I'm still using a philosophy, and it's serving me well. That's why. Okay? Conceptually. Oh, you never been to the pyramid? You never been? In my mind, I can go anywhere I want. How far you been? You been there, you say no better. So going there ain't going to make you no different. Moving on. I'm tired of that nonsense, too. I have a lot of knowledge about a few things. I ain't saying I know everything. I have a little bit of knowledge about enough so I can have a conversation. I can have an intelligent conversation. Can you say that? I can sit down with an intelligent person and we can have at it. I also can sit down with an ignorant person and tolerate it. Now, at one time I couldn't, but I can tolerate that nonsense. But that's self-mastery, going from here to there and back again if you have to. Like they say, I come up hard. I had to play by the rules. I didn't play by the rules. No, I did what I had to do. Win or lose, okay? Like I say, we do this on the street for bread and meat. If you can't win, you can't eat. I never missed a meal. Moving on. I tell you, again, I'm a master of myself. Thanks to that man, the streets, college, all that. Now I mastered everything that I've achieved and everything I got involved with. I took it to the level where I mastered it. I learned it. I practiced it. I lived it. I employed it in my life. So I mastered it again for myself. And my philosophy, but in life, I'm still a student, just a student, learning every day. Why? That's the right thing in a way. I just can't say, oh, I know enough. I got so many years to I ain't got to study no more. No. I'm going to study till I die. Hopefully teaching too. So the last thing I'm going to do in this world is study and die. Stay black and die. I'm going to study and die. Okay? Knowing death, got a problem with that. But before that, I can control what I do. That's coming here every day, doing what I do for you. Hope you enjoy it. I do. That's right. All right. Again, I tell you, we got that part. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Now, if you know me for the last 20 years, if you know me, you have never seen me write a book in my hand daily. Wherever I go, I take my book with me. Why? My downtime, I'm studying. My downtime is my study time. Okay? I'm a nerd. I've come to realize, but that's just somebody who spends time on what they like to do. And I love reading and studying. So call me a nerd. What the hell? But for self-knowledge, I'm not just studying a whole bunch of nonsense that don't mean me no damn good. I know the difference between information and nonsense, okay? My discernment is very sharp. And if it ain't meaningful or useful to me, I don't give a damn about it. Oh, but you just sit down and have an entertainment where everything got to be educational. Because that's just me. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not entertaining that nonsense. I hate sitting down watching nonsense. It don't do nothing for me at all. Nothing. I like to watch the game shows where you can put my mind to say, yeah, oh, you smart. Really? Really? You got to watch me pay a damn... Sorry, calm down. You're getting real personal. Get out of here. You're getting personal. All right, but... I'm a nerd for self-knowledge. I want to know everything about me that I can. And the more and the better. That's for me. And why? That's why I studied me first. What I'm giving to you, I've already done this. Whatever I'm telling you, I've already done it. That's the difference, okay? And trust me, I have degrees, okay, in other areas. I'm proud of them. But that is just me, putting in my work. Greek mythology. My first master's degree was in Greek mythology. I thought that was the greatest thing since sliced bread. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was the right thinker. I was thinking, man. Okay? That was when I was a kid. That guy. Moving on. But yeah, Greek mythology, religious history. Okay, I combine them two. Why? I know both of them well. Why? I like both of them and I study both of them. Egyptian yoga was the coup de grace. That brought it home for me. I did that about 30 years ago now. Where I went to Egypt. I tell you, I'm still in Egypt. Why? I love their philosophy. I love the way they thought. I love everything about what they did. See? That's why. Okay? I'm standing on it. But my most prized possession, the one thing I'm most proud of, out of all that I ain't got time, but my most proud is my self-knowledge. Okay? Why? Because at Judgment Day, that's when it pays. Why? My heart will be light as a feather, and I'm good to go. If you claim to know you, that should be your concept. Why? Because that's how it's going to be. Y'all call it the gates, St. Peter. All you got to do is believe in Jesus. Okay. I don't subscribe to that. Again, I know religion, I know history, and nowhere, neither one of them said that's going to fly. So just moving on. And if you a die-hard believer, I got a lesson for you coming up. Yeah, wrong thinkers, y'all believers. I just came up with that concept, so I'm about to put that to use. All right, let me wrap this up. Again, having degrees, fulfilling the obligation to learn a concept. Okay, we did that whole time in school. That wasn't hard to do. So you get these degrees, what you gonna do with them? Nothing. I spent 30 years studying, learning. Now that we in the information, I'm giving all that knowledge away. Why? I mastered, accumulated, I used it. Okay, it served me. Now I can just give it away. Okay, if knowledge was money, I'm rich, bitch. Okay, self-knowledge, excuse me. But Egyptian yoga made it all, just brought it home for me. All right, I got everything I need to know about me from the Egyptians. All right, but appreciate you tuning in, right thinkers. I have nothing but thanks, gratitude, and appreciation for all my right thinkers who tune in to me daily. Love y'all part-time, love y'all, but I know you can't keep up with what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. But those who serious about this, those when I appreciate you. I know who you are. And to get their life lessons, aka writisms, on a daily basis, I love that. That means I got somebody paying attention. I got somebody's attention, so I got to keep serving them. I don't give a damn how many are, but I know who is. So again, I got you. Right thing philosophy, aka, my comments I get from them. That's what fuels and drives me, my right thing philosophy, teaching it. I know I'm helping someone else win daily. If I can meet somebody knowledge to themselves on a day-to-day basis, I'm doing my job. That's my job, to enlighten somebody, inspire, motivate somebody. And if it's 5 today, 100 tomorrow, don't make a difference to me. Like my pastor say, I preach to one like I preach to 1,000. I just tell the truth, let the chip fall where it may. I got to wrap this up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Let me wrap it up. And again, we back to right thinking philosophy, aka on a daily basis, knowledge of self. You can grow spiritually with daily study. I study at night. I teach during the day. And yes, that's my life, aka that's the right thinking philosophy way. That's what I do. When you do nothing else, I just said, that's what I do. And it's all for you. So to wonder about something else, don't waste your time. Just take your lessons, do what you need to do for you, because I'm doing what I need to do for me. And that's how to help you be your best self, to know you. I say, my views are down. Again, I'm way past that. But my lessons are always up and on point and truthful. That's all I care about. That's my job. I control that. So I'm doing my job, and that's done. I'm doing my job. How many people tuning to see it? That ain't my concern. Wrapping it up. If self-knowledge is what you want, George, give the people what they want when they want it. Why? They're going to want it all the time. And if you want what I got, I can give it to you. daily. That's my lesson. I got to go. Right thinkers, I appreciate you. I'll be right back because I got more. You know the deal. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never none of my right thinkers who real students and passed away. All y'all part-time students, I love you too.